Okay, I would like to give an update about the cones finally received today, the 3D printed molds, and some of you are waiting because they want to purchase and see if they're going to work. So let me start from this small piece here. This is 19.5 degree a cone, which is 5 millimeters thickness of the walls. It's closed on the bottom, and the idea here is to be like a mold. Um, and on this cone I can apply this aramid texture and then cover it with epoxy resin and create a conical, hollow, very rigid structure from this like a composite material. And then on top of that I can wind the copper wire and then remove it, or I can keep this aramid structure underneath to increase the structural stability. So this cone again, it's 19.5 degree and the height is 333 millimeters or 33.3 units height. Basically, according to Bashar, this is a cone that can be used also as very powerful amplifier or a transmitter or receiver, and this is one of the three cones he mentioned. Now, about these cones that you can see here, they are designed first to increase the concentricity because they are 3D printed from PTG, PETG material. They have perfect concentricity, which according to Bashar will decrease the noise. The signal that is going inside will be much cleaner. This is one thing. The second thing is that we know the exact numbers of loops of windings here, where in these cones it's approximate, and also we know the exact length. Okay, so how long is the wire? We know that because the structure is created in Fusion 360 and we know the exact length. Just for your information, this top part, the length, it's 1/3 of the bottom wire. So if this is, let's say, 900 meters, this will be 300, for example. So this is one thing. We increase the concentricity, we know the numbers of loops precisely, we know also the length of the wire. The other thing I would like to share with you is the thickness of the wire. Now, those channels, they are designed to be 1.1 millimeter wide and 0.7 millimeter deep. And I was thinking to create 1 millimeter wire, which you can see here on the left. This is 1 millimeter thick wire, but with the enameled, it's more than one. It's like 1.7 millimeter, and it's working, but it's not ideal. So I wanted to use 1 millimeter because it's thick enough, we have better conductivity, lower resistance, and also I have in my workshop maybe a 10 kilograms, so I wanted to spend it and not to buy a new one. But if you decide to print the 3D conical structures and wind it at home, I will maybe recommend to use between 0.7 and 0.8 millimeters. You can see this is 0.75 millimeter wire, and it's going much cleaner inside, more distinct windings, and this will help after when you intersect the cones, because this wire, it's, you can see, is going slightly outside of the structure, while this almost, it's like an inlay, it's sinking inside the spirals, and when you intersect them, this will be very helpful. And also when we're dealing with high frequency, we have skin effect, so this wire is going to be fine for our power levels that we're working. 0.7, 0.8 will be more than enough. So the other thing, now you can see that there are different colors. This is simply because I didn't want to spend extra money to have to choose the color, and the shop use whatever they have left there. So it was like 50 or 70 euro less. Um, and some people ask me how to intersect the cone. The reason they are split in the middle, it's because you, for example, have here on the left, here you have a clockwise cone starting from above. And now when you remove the top of this cone and remove also the top of the other cone, the idea here is that you can take this and put it. Um, Also, you can see that there is a hole there which is designed to fix the central rod. I'm going to have a central rod later on inside, and this hole, it will be designed to fix the central rod exactly at the center, not to be left on the right. So I took now the top part of that cone and I put it inside like this on the bottom of the other cone. It's a bit hard for me because I'm using just one hand. But the idea is that you take the top of that cone and you flip it upside down and you put it on the bottom of the other cone, and you do the same with this cone. You have to put it upside down there. And when you have this, you will have one wire here on the bottom and one wire here from the top of that cone, and the same thing here. And it will be very, very intuitive how, when you flip that structure on top of this, you can connect the wires. It will be very intuitive. But this kind of let's say, when you divide, when you use this kind of mode, this will allow you to able to put circuit inside central rod to experiment, and disassemble the cones as much as you want, because there are guts, there are other components that we need to figure it out inside. And this is very important, that you can dismantle the cones, put things inside, experiment, then do it again, and so on. This is very useful, and um, it's very nice, because once you fix this, maybe with a little bit epoxy resin or something else, you have two identical structures, and then you can flip one on top of the other and just connect the two wires here and the two wires here, and the cones will be intersecting. So yeah, basically, again, this is it. Take the top of this cone, flip it upside down, put it in the bottom of the other, and do the same with this one. So when you take after the structure and put it like this, so they can be intersecting, one coin pointing up and the other one pointing down. So this is so far. I'm very glad that the print came out very well. And maybe I'm going to take this 0.75 millimeter wire, because this structure on the bottom, it's a little bit flexible, and for me to press fit this 1 millimeter wire here on the bottom, there is a huge risk I can break the structure and I can fracture it, and it is better to use a thinner wire like this, to go inside in a clean way, and then to be easy here on the intersection, to not to be much easier when you intersect the cones. So basically this is everything so far. If I forget something, if you have any other questions, please let me know. The entire system here, when you can see all the cones, are 200 euro with delivery and VAT from Germany. Craft Cloth is the website that I was using. So yeah, if you're wondering how much is the cost, it's about 200 euro everything, and then the wire you can spend maybe 50 or 60 bucks extra to wind them. So this is everything, guys. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know and I can answer them.